This is how to play Abathur on Void Thrashing. I'm doing the game first live, and then after the game I'll do the bulk of my commentary on the replay because it's actually a highly technical run, and I'll try to get as close to perfect as possible. Of course, so I can talk about it, you know. So first order of business to get enough money. Send these guys over here. Start Roach Warren. Roach Warren before any drones. Start a drone. 2 toxic nests. Protoss. Switch off autocast. Perfect.
Can't do that with
Put it in its own control group. Again, make sure it's off autocast.
That'll cost more minerals.
Uproot this. Draw the enemies in. Destroy it. Go back the locusts. This will ruin my my run. So yeah, I need to get these guys. A person. Enemy. There we go. Oh.
Can't be done without more overlords.
Man, it's not working. Man.
Sharing Zerg regeneration. Healing in progress.
Okay, now it's working. Okay, that's better. So draw these guys in. Oh, off again. Okay, there we go.
Evolving Brutalisk. Threat maximized.
Get over here. Draw these guys in. Fight over my toxic nests. Usually on top of my toxic nests. Yeah, let's get this over there. Draw more enemies in. And draw these guys over my toxic nest. There we go. That'll explode them. Real good. Okay, destroy that.
Brutalisk.
We need more Vespine.
More Vespine. Destroy this. Oh, pull back. Start a spire.
Attack imminent. Prepare
Okay, destroy this.
defenses.
Ooh, right over here. Okay, destroy those.
Threat maximized.
Get another overlord.
That'll cost more minerals than we have.
Right over here.
We have defeated a void.
Yes, let them walk over there. Good. That's exactly what I want. Exactly what I want.
Multiple rifts on the field. Gonna have some thrashers to deal with
Go back.
real soon.
Pull these guys in to my toxic nests. Alright, finish this off first. Why did I put this guy over here? Anyway, let's start our
Forces
Overseer?
have encountered the enemy.
Men
like this.
available.
Okay, fight this thing.
Evolving Leviathan. Sky will belong
Okay.
to Swarm.
Go back.
Leviathan, largest of Zerg. Powerful evolution.
Pull the ground units over.
The void
There we
thrashers
go.
are on the field.
Destroy that.
Take them out, commanders.
Mend again.
Zerg regeneration. Healing in progress. Toxic nests
Okay. Yeah, I heard. Destroy this. Ooh. Ooh. Man. Okay, destroy these things.
Void Thrasher slaughtered.
Okay, fight this. Get this guy out of here. Pull these guys back. They're hurt pretty badly. I need to fight them, or I need to keep them alive. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Fortress is under fire. If anyone wants to go and kill
Pull this guy back.
Thrasher,
Wait for a mend before engaging again.
Mend
Use
is
mend.
now ready.
There we go.
A Void Thrasher has been
Let's upgrade.
annihilated.
Hostile
Another attack wave. Okay, let's use these guys to defend.
secure perimeter.
Okay. Again, switch off autocast. Oh, scouts. Oof.
Void Thrasher defeated.
Okay, now we can go here. Okay, let's go here. Okay. Draw these enemies in. Attack from the side. We'll just whittle them down, little by little.
Lock and load.
Ouch.
It's time to clear out some thrashers. Ha ha.
Ouch. Yeah, fight this. Fight this. Then the carrier. Pull back. Still fight this. Okay. So what I do is, what do I do is stand over the side. Get my Brulisks.
I'm detecting an enemy attack. They're heading towards us now.
Mend.
Void Thrasher obliterated.
Okay. Let's try these things first. Ooh. Man, that sucks. That sucks.
Some serious heat here. Void
Need
Thrashers
to,
ain't letting up.
to defend.
The fortress is under some pretty heavy fire. We gotta take these Void Thrashers down pronto.
Okay. Stand over there.
Void Thrashers are starting to burn a hole through the fortress's ceiling.
Okay, that goes. Next
You know,
one.
that seems bad. Looks like there are 3 Thrashers left. Time to drop
Destroy
them
this
down
and
to
that and that.
zero.
My Brutus are actually very low health right now. Let's try to reel it back. Go over here. Over there. Okay. Yeah, I really want to engage with my Brutus right now, but they're kind of low health, so let's try to reel it in. Okay, let's get the men.
Mend is now ready.
There we go. That's gonna complete. That's gonna complete the health.
Sharing a Zerg regeneration. Healing in progress.
Okay, now engage over here. Destroy these. Okay, destroy these. Yeah. Destroy the immortals. These are probably what are causing me the most trouble. Trouble.
That's it. One last
Alright.
Void Thrasher.
Finish this
Send that
off.
thing to hell.
Focus fire everything we have.
Your forces have encountered the enemy.
There we go. 4:13 minutes.
Hell yeah, we made it. Tell you
Solo.
what, next time y'all are in town,
With
I'm
nothing
going
from
the
an ally.
first round, and that's a
And now-
promise. Ha-ha.
And now, let's go into the replay and talk about exactly what I did. Because, again, how you want to play as Abathur is to maximize your ultimate evolutions. You can see 263 kills and nothing from an ally. He just did some mining. But yeah, how you want to do that is to, first of all, pick your map. I didn't do a random map here because I wanted to show you specifically just how to get for this map, because this is one of the fastest maps to get EXP. If you want to level fast, do Abathur on Void Thrashing. It doesn't matter what your ally does. As long as you get Protoss, and as long as it's Void Thrashing, you're fine as Abathur. So, the masteries I used are Toxic Nest damage, because most of my early game damage, even most of my damage in the first half of the game actually, is from Toxic Nests. And then Man Healing Duration will help keep my ultimate evolutions alive. You can see that I didn't actually lose any ultimate evolutions. My Brutalists were all low health, but they were still alive because of Man Healing Duration. Also because of Symbiote ability improvement. The Symbiote not only gives him an additional weapon, the thing overhead that shoots really fast, but it also gives them the shield, the green shield thing that keeps absorbing damage for them, which is awesome. For runs like this, you only need 6 units to finish the whole mission without an ally. And for the Power Set 3, like I said, the first half is mainly Toxic Nest damage, but I only got 5 points in maximum charges because you can be efficient with your nests. You can place them in optimal locations and still get enough damage in. And I put most of them in Structure Morph and Evolution Rate because I want my Toxic Nests to build faster, and that includes not only Toxic Nests but also the Roach Warren, the Spire, the Lair, everything. Helps you keep up with your timings. So now that I've done that, let's go. You can see why I chose not to do everything, to do all the commentary live. Look how many attempts this is. Come on, guys. You have to give me a pass for this. Look how many attempts I've been doing just to get this one right. Come on, guys. I mean, I did get some wins, but not quite as cleanly as I hoped. I mean, this one is even not as clean as I want to, but it's actually better. It's actually better than most of the ones I've already done. So let's watch the repo. Let's kick this noob out first. Kick that guy out and go into replay. I almost deleted that. Okay, while waiting for the loading screen, a huge thank you to Zachary, who has supported me in the immobilization wave tier. Thank you to Neometal, who is supporting me in the Pulse Cannon tier. And thank you to all my supporters on Patreon. Okay, so let's have the production tab up. Again, I want to go up to 100 minerals and then start my Roach Warren. I sent two because one of them will be the Roach Warren, one will be the Spore Crawler. Again, if you want to be efficient with your Toxic Nest placement, just place them in this orientation relative to the barrier. You just need 2 to take out the whole escort of the first wave. Well, not really. As long as they respawn, yeah, it's all you need. But as soon as the Roach Warren completes, I'll start the Spore Crawler, and immediately I go up to another drone because I want to get as many resources as fast as possible. And again, I switch off the autocast. This is how you be this is how you can be efficient as Abathur. Select the first Toxic Nest, then shift, select the second Toxic Nest, then right click this. This will switch off the autocast so you can detonate them manually at the optimal timing when most units are in their range. So I put the Spore Crawler in a separate control group so it's easier to move it around.
Protoss observed.
When most of the enemy is over the Toxic Nest, you can see these zealots are 6 zealots are all over that Toxic Nest. You can detonate to kill all of them. If you don't have this on off autocast, if it's on autocast, it will just kill maybe the first 4, but two more will attack. That's basically another Toxic Nest to finish them off. But as it is, destroy both of them. Now it's important. This is important. Locusts usually ruin Abathur's runs. If you want to draw enemies into your Toxic Nests, make sure once... Look, I selected these Locusts and manually moved them back to draw these Stalkers into the other Toxic Nest. This Spore Crawler is already moving back, but I need these guys to move back as well. They're all moving back, and once these 2 Stalkers are chasing these Locusts and they're over the Toxic Nest, it will detonate, or I will detonate it to destroy them both. You can see this thing respawn. This will allow me to bait the last two zealots. Here, zealot, zealot, zealot. There we go, over the toxic nest, and this time we don't even need to manually detonate that because there are only two of them. And once the one gets to range, most likely the other will get into range also. I try to do some fancy placements here. I want to get the spore crawler in between, or place a spore crawler and the toxic nest such that the Void Thrasher will try to attack both the spore crawler and the toxic nest, but it will miss them. By the way, I've already made a roach. It's on the way now. Cancel that. It's getting damaged. Or I actually, yeah, I didn't cancel that. I just put another toxic nest here. I was waiting to see if this, yeah, it works. You can see this Void Thrasher is actually pretty stupid. If you can place your spore crawler and your toxic nest in such an orientation, the Void Thrasher will try to attack both of these, but will hit neither. See that? Okay. I start a toxic nest over here, so I can draw these three zealots to them, but it detonates too early. I should have put that off autocast, so I can. Well, it's hard. It's actually harder for this part at least to hit this with all three zealots. So what I do is attack that zealot, because this is a vile roach. It will slow down this enemy with debilitating saliva. So now I can burrow my roach, and you see the effect. These guys could get back quickly. Well, this guy's slower. So when they're back, I just unburrow and do a wait for the toxic nest to detonate, and that gets me my first Brutalisk. So now I've made my second roach. See, it's making right now, and I have saturated my gases. It's important. So I put down about 6 toxic nests over here, so I can draw these enemies in. Just walk them over. You want to fight in such an orientation that your enemies are over the toxic nests, and it will kill them, like so. Roach Warren, a roach is out. See, it's heading over here. I actually made two. Two roaches instead of one. That's a bit of a mistake. But I draw more enemies. You can see I put 3 more toxic nests here while I was fighting over here with my Brutalist. Those were able to kill a bunch of these enemies that are fighting over them. Just gonna kill it off. This is an auto. This is not. It's detonated for some reason, so I manually detonate it. Attack here. Destroy this carrier. So now I start a spire. Now the spire is starting. By the way, if you missed the lair timing, just go back in the replay and watch the production tab. See what time the lair goes down. Destroy those. You want to get all 6 ultimate evolutions as fast as possible. So I'm starting with the Brutalisks here. Big mistake. I should have put this off autocast, but I was trying to keep my units alive. You have to forgive me for that. I finish these off. Anyway, you can see this spore crawler is still working on that Void Thrasher. You can see it's not attacking the fortress. It's still at 3952 health, which is perfect. Exactly what we need. So I have a Mutalisk starting and an Overlord. This will allow me to go up to 30 supply, which is just enough for this whole mission. Just 30 supply. Finish off these immortals. They're not so immortal after all. Got another Mutalisk is making. So draw these guys over here. Finish off these areas with carrier first because it has more damage output over time, and then the Tempest. Okay, what I try to do here is draw enemies a few at a time. I don't try to aggro all of them at once, even though it'll yield more biomass. It's more important to keep my units alive for now. because there are two hybrid dominators here. They're actually quite tanky.
Leviathan, largest of Zerg.
So I try to finish these off. You see, I'm trying to keep my my Brutusks alive.
Take 'em out, commanders.
What I do is I have the Leviathans in one control group and the Brutusks in another control group. This one's for Leviathans. This one's for Brutusks.
Your brood has found something to chew on.
For now, I'm controlling all my army because I want to defy this place because that's how they get more damage output. What I want to do is you can right click here on the Void Thrasher and all your ultimate illusion will attack, but the symbiotes, these things, do more damage, but they're shorter range. So what you want to do is move closer to the target so that the symbiotes get in range. See that? They're doing lots of damage to those Void Thrashers.
Void Thrasher slaughtered.
Those two go down at the same time, roughly at the same time. So this thing is very dangerous. You need to take it out quickly. It has that Yamato thing, Plasma Blast. It does 260 damage. Yeah, it's basically a Yamato. A bit of a mistake here. I wanted to kill this one without aggroing the other one. But right now, my units are in danger because yeah, they're in the red. So I use my two Leviathans first to target that one down.
Fortress is under fire. If anyone wants to go and kill a Void Thrasher,
Finish these off.
obliged.
You see, I have this Overseer sieged up here because there's a Dark Templar back here. I can't see right now. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Void Thrasher has been
So now I finish it off. Yeah, I can see you. It's actually very annoying if you don't have that. Now I started a level 1 upgrade, so I can destroy things better. So what I want to do is defend with my Brutalisks here, and yeah, it's unfortunate. It's scout. If it were ground, I can actually deal with it a lot more easily, but it's still pretty good.
defeated.
Yeah, 3 Leviathans to deal with that. So I move my Leviathans over here. I get 2 extra Mutalisks to get to augment my attack with these Leviathans. Okay, so I attack this specific area here. There's a pathing over here where there are a few enemies and there's a direct access to the 3rd hybrid location. These Leviathans are actually doing pretty well right now, so I use them to attack.
Clear out some Thrashers. Ha ha.
I target fire this hybrid dominator. You can see all my symbiotes are focusing their fire on it. I take this out. There it is.
Lind is now ready.
So while they're here, you want to send your Leviathans at the sides. You want to skirt around these Void Thrashers so you can deal damage to them while not taking fire from the other things that shoot up. You can see I'm sending my Mutalisks over here. These 2 Mutalisks will help me burst down these
I'm detecting an enemy attack.
Void Thrashers.
They're heading towards
And
us
now I put down my 3 Mutalisks here. This is actually the trickiest part. This is the trickiest part of this run. If you're really good at speedrunning, you can take these down. But yeah, all my toxins got burst down, so that's unfortunate.
Serious heat here.
In order to keep myself alive, I need to pull back and defend this wave
Found
instead.
something to chew
The
on.
fortress is under some pretty heavy fire.
You can see my Leviathans are doing well. I move them around and attack this other Void Thrasher. See, with this much biomass, with 100 biomass, they don't die. They just don't die. So I'm waiting for men to be ready. Yeah, just skirt around the edges. Skirt around the edges and you're good. I mean, usually by this time your ally will be taking care of these, so you don't even need to go prepare. But yeah, if you're doing solo, you just take your time. You're not in any danger of you're just losing time, but you're not really losing. You know, I can go for the bonus if I wanted to, but honestly, it's just a waste of time. It's just a waste of time at this point. You get 2,000 additional EXP, but the time wasted, it's not worth it. I'll go over here.
Is now ready.
Regeneration commencing.
And again, I'm trying to get these to a better health before I move in. I use the Leviathans and the Mulas to take out the defenses, or the dangerous ones at least. It's hybrid, and then it's immortal. It is. And my Mulas arrived. I just decided to do tunnel them because, yeah, there's one Thrasher remaining. We can just burst it down. You see, with everything focusing at that, it goes on very quickly, and that's game. That's game. That's how you play Abathur. Again, focus on getting your ultimate evolutions as fast as possible. You can be efficient with your toxicness, but if you don't want to do that, if you just want to let the enemies walk on autocast toxicness, you can also do that, but you might want to reallocate your masteries to more toxicness instead of build time. You need to put them down in advance. And yeah, the general thing about speedrunning is the more or the faster you can complete a map, the less time or the less enemy waves or the fewer enemy waves you need to deal with. You see here, I completed in the real time is less than 13 minutes, so I didn't need to deal with an extra attack wave over there. 12 minutes if I speed this up. Yeah, you see 12:52 before 13 minutes. Well, that's actually a good view. But yeah, the faster you complete a mission, the fewer attack waves you'll face. Normally, you'll get this in about 18 minutes or 15 minutes if you're not playing optimally. But if you can speedrun it really well, you can get in as fast as 9 minutes or less if you're really addicted to speedrunning. But that thing will require a lot of rerolling. This approach I used, as long as you're careful with the general idea is be careful with your units, don't lose them, so you don't have to remake them, and you'll maintain your damage output. That's really the thing here. Even if you do remake your units, you lose time. You lose time and damage output that you could be using to clear out the enemies. And again, if you lose time, you could risk more enemy waves, which will further lose you time. It's a positive feedback loop. But yeah, that's the general gist of it. Be efficient. Be efficient with your toxins. Inch them forward here. By the way, I chose this one because this has more enemy units. If it has more enemy units, you'll get biomass, or you'll get more biomass from this area. Yeah, I think that's all of it. What else do I have to cover? Macro, yeah. Even though I'm flowing 1,000 minerals here, the most critical part is done. I got my 6 evolutions and even 2 mulisks here to help me fight these units. Dark Templar. Here, I got this. Remember in the very first part, I sent me over here. That's the one I turned into this overseer. I sieged it up over here to take care of the cloaked units. If the enemy's Terran or Zerg, it's gonna be a lot harder. Terran in particular, because they have bunkers here, which will repel your Brutalisks, and in addition to that, will not get damaged by toxicness because they're buildings. For Zerg, you need to get your detection early because there are swarm hosts over here which will do tons of damage to your Brutalisks. If you're actually facing Zerg, I would recommend rushing your Leviathans out even faster because, yeah, you need them for the anti-air. There are also Vipers that are very annoying because they use Disabling Cloud and Parasitic Bomb. So yeah, if you want to speedrun this, Protoss is your best bet. If you have Zerg or Terran, take your time. You don't need to. You don't need to rush through everything. If you're not done by 13 minutes, don't worry about it. Terran and Zerg are just harder. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. If you have an idea for what else we do, please leave that in a comment. See you.